little GNCC logo, speaker on the back, and the bottom has a reset button as well as a micro SD card slot. And for this GK2, that's essentially it for the unboxing. Wow, it can look all the way down. All right, today we're back with another new outdoor camera from our friends over at GNCC, who were nice enough to send us their GNCC outdoor cam. Now, as you can see, this is a pan, tilt, and zoom outdoor camera that records in full HD 1080p. So of course, like we always do, we'll get on the overhead rig, we'll go through the unboxing, we'll go through the setup process, and we'll show you some audio video clips directly from the GNCC outdoor cam. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch, and let's check out the GNCC outdoor camera. All right, so the GNCC outdoor cam, you can see it works with Google as well as Alexa, color night vision, motion detection, two-way audio, cloud and SD storage, and full HD 1080p, just a GNC logo on the top. Nothing on the bottom. This side just mentions the smart alerts, as well as it has a little QR code here that you can scan to download the app you'll need. Then this side mentions a little bit more in detail of those other items. So the color night vision for crystal clear images even in dark, the motion tracking for automatically sensing and tracking movements in full 360-degree view, the two-way audio to talk with visitors or drive away unwanted guests in real time, and local storage to store alerts and footage either on cloud or on the micro SD card. Love that you have both options. And then it goes through the easy setup process, and the back just mentions what's in the box. This is the model GK2. So let's heal our little seal here, open it up, and here we go. So right on top, little user's manual, which should tell you essentially everything about the camera that we don't go over here. Then start with the accessories box first. It's even labeled accessories. So let's see what we have here. We've got, so this looks like the wall plate. So a couple screws would go in here, and then your camera will snap right onto here. Looks like you can also mount it this way. So like if you're mounting it in a corner or not in a corner, either way, nicely done. We got a little sticker template to know where to put your screw holes. Got a nice included power brick to power the camera, and some screws to mount it. And that's it for that box. Then we've got the actual camera and nothing else down in the box. So let's take a look at this. So the cable is permanently attached, for those of you wondering. We'll get into the length of it here shortly. Two little antennas here for your Wi-Fi connection. Point those however you may need, it looks like. Nice. And then the front is your camera lenses. Looks like you got some lights, little GNCC logo, speaker on the back, and the bottom has a reset button as well as a micro SD card slot. And for this GK2, that's essentially it for the unboxing. Wow, it can look all the way down. Very nice. So that's everything that comes inside of the box. Now we will get their app downloaded, and we'll show you the setup process with this camera right here. So this is the app you'll need here. Install this app on your phone, create you an account and log in. We'll show you what to do next. And so for those of you wondering, my guesstimate would be that this is about a 10-foot power cable. The reason I came up with 10 feet is I'm 5'8", it goes above my head and about halfway back down my body in length. So yeah, my guesstimate about 10 feet. Now we'll plug this into power right here behind our desk. There we go. All right, now the camera should boot up. Let's get us a micro SD card. Just heard it turn on there. Under here is where I will place this Class 10 micro SD card. Any Class 10 micro SD card should work up to the maximum supported size. I can say I'm not certain what the maximum supported is on this camera, but this is a 32 gig. Most support anywhere from 32 up to like 128. So we've got our SD card in there. Now, this is essentially what your app would look like. So once you've powered on your camera, click Add Device. It gives you some tips for scanning for Bluetooth devices, so we'll go to settings and allow that. And then there's a whole list of indoor and outdoor cameras here. It's not a battery. We have the GK2, so we'll select GK2, and then we have the option to do a QR code or a hotspot. Let's select QR code. We should have a red light flashing, which it is flashing right here. I don't think you can see that, but it is. Red light flashing will allow while using the app. Now we'll put in our Wi-Fi password and click connect. Now it's giving us a QR code here on the screen. We will scan this QR code with the camera like this. There we go. So we'll say next, and now it's going through the process to add this camera to our Wi-Fi network. So we'll give it a moment to do its thing.
Here it is, test successful.
So I'm just going to call this office, and that's really essentially it. It has now added this camera. So some warranty information, we'll click OK on that. I'm just going to skip this for now. So here is a look at the camera. Now, looks like we have a few big buttons here. This one will, of course, record a video. This one, mute it, which I have it muted right now because I don't want echo. The mic will, of course, allow us to talk, and the one on the right will take a photo. Now, if we click here, that brings us to full screen. The one thing that I'm not seeing is the ability to actually turn this. So it might be more of a manual process. Some of them are that way. Like it has the motion tracking, but when you set it up, you angle it where you want it at. Now, if we click this little button up here in the top, it takes us into the general settings. Or if we go into general, you can just see information here. Go to audio video. It's where you can have the audio recording turned on or off. You'd always want that on. Rotate the image if needed, and motion tracking. Camera on or off, LED indicator on or off. Frequently viewed locations. Wow. Detection notifications, sound and motion detection are enabled by default. The spotlight is in automatic mode, so that's pretty good. And wow, that's essentially it, other than then we get down here to storage, where you can see, please reinsert. Probably don't need to reinsert, just gonna reboot the camera. Let me give that a try real quick. I'm gonna flip it off, back on, and then I'll kill my app and we'll come back in here and see what this shows. There we go, it's rebooting. All right, so we'll go back into our app now that we've rebooted it. Go to camera, there's our office camera, select it. And now let's go back into our settings, storage, and there we go. The SD card is showing up. We can format it if needed, and the recording type is automatically set to 24/7 recording. So that means as long as this camera is plugged in, it's going to record 24/7. And yes, this camera has to be plugged into power, has a nice 10-foot cable. There is no battery or anything like that. That is not an option. The only other thing to show you, oh, and you actually get a little timeline here with the SD card, nice, is some photos and videos. So I'm gonna take a photo first. Do my little peace sign. There we go. It says that was saved. And then we'll unmute it here and select this button to record. You can see our little recording up top. And I'll say, this is a daytime audio video test on the GNCC outdoor camera. And then we'll click that button again to save that video file. So I will also record a nighttime audio video test and throw it in right here. So this is a nighttime audio video test with spotlights on. And this is a nighttime audio video test on the GNCC outdoor camera without the spotlight. And I'll even show you how bright the spotlight is on this camera. There's the spotlight. There's no other lights on in this room. That's putting out a lot of light to just be a spotlight from one camera. So this would definitely brighten up an entire area of your house if somebody walks in front of the camera and the spotlight cuts on. And other than that, let me go in another room and let me show you how loud the speaker is on this camera. I'll go in the other room and use the phone to talk to the camera so you can hear how the speaker sounds. This is a speaker test on the GNCC outdoor camera. And there you have it. That will essentially do it. And so there you have it, a look at the setup and video quality from this GNCC outdoor camera. And as I did mention, this does not have a battery, so yes, you have to find a way to plug this in. So it's good for like a porch, somewhere where you can easily run power, unless like you run it through your attic with a drop cord or something like that. At the end of the day, a very, very good outdoor camera. Love the motion tracking option. Love the micro SD card recording. Love that you still have cloud as an option if you want cloud storage. And most importantly, love a very clear daytime and nighttime picture quality. Great speaker and a smooth running app. So thanks again to my friends over at GNCC who were nice enough to send this to me. I'll of course have this exact camera linked down below in my description if you'd like to grab one for yourself. And that should do it for today's video. Click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. See you in the next one. Deuces.